Fit Dads podcast. My name is Ryan Dutton. I'm joined by King of the Dad Jokes, Mr. Brad Thompson. We're back on the road, mates, in a very cool looking gym today, the one and only Infinity Fit Club. Our guests are the dynamic duo, Joe Cross and Katy Whitfield, founders of this glorious iron paradise. Infinity opened its doors on the 5th of May this year. The community of lifters, grafters and go-getters that Joe and Katy have built is nothing short of awe-inspiring. From socials, from in-house competitions to their signature Saturday Send class, this place appears to have it all. So, welcome to the Fit Dads podcast, Joe and Katy. We got there, did it?
We did it. Third time, but first ever couple on as well.
Yeah.
Buzzing for that. Buzzing for that.
Couple.
There'll be no stitch-ups, I promise. No stitch-ups.
Until the last question.
Yeah,
we'll keep that close to our chest.
But talk to us about Saturday Send. That really want that to be my first question. I'm obsessed with the name of it.
That's just where it all started, isn't it?
Yeah.
6 a.m. on a Saturday, getting everyone roped in for a big team workout. It was one of them things where it should have, well, it sounds like it shouldn't have ever worked. Like a functional fitness CrossFit class at 6 a.m. on a Saturday morning in a bodybuilding gym. It shouldn't have really worked, but we put loads of graft in and all the right people kept turning up, and it started with 4 people, didn't it?
Yeah, me, you, and then 2 others.
Yeah. Well, 2 people.
2 people.
Yeah.
What was the original idea for that? Why did you think that would work in that gym?
I love training with people, and I know that that's what we're missing. Like the difference between training on your own to a big group, like you're going to push yourself so much more. And I know how much I enjoyed that, and I enjoyed the coaching of that. To give people that as well, it was just a no-brainer, and I just thought, let's try it. I sat on the idea of asking for ages because of them reasons. It's a bodybuilding gym, and CrossFit, it's not don't really go hand in hand. So I started it, and then really never looked back, did we?
So you went from, obviously you said before you were into the bodybuilding stuff. What was the kind of jump to CrossFit? Why did you affiliate with that more?
Well, I did the bodybuilding, I did the prep and all the shows.
Did you
and
compete?
All that. Yeah.
Did you?
Yeah, twice.
Wanted to pull them pictures up for the visuals.
God, they're horrendous. Yes, I did that twice. I knew from the first, and this is not for me. This. Not out against it, but just stood with no on. Just it weren't for me. I did all right in it. Then I did another one, and then I left it. And then after that, I was lost for ages. Didn't know what. I tried everything. I was going boxing, I was doing running, I was doing everything, and then sort of I'm quite hyperactive and full on, and CrossFit's quite hyperactive and full on, learning all these different things. It sort of just fell into place, and I started cracking on at that, and then this happened.
I definitely relate to that, on a stage in my underpants.
Yeah.
It's not for me.
You still kept the pants, don't you?
No, yeah.
Yeah, you still put them on sometimes.
Oh, you do. It's getting frisky now. Here.
I don't. But just it weren't for me. I'm hyperactive and out there, but that's just it's next level, isn't it? It never really suited me. So
you realise I think that industry is quite ego driven as well, and you do get to a certain point. I think with age, I've got to this point where I'm you can look good, but what can you do?
Yeah,
and you start respecting that a little bit more. There's no point looking great if you run down the road and you're blown out your ass.
Yeah, exactly.
So. Yeah, I made that switch.
What about you, Katy? Are you into that style training as well?
Yeah, I actually got into the style of training when me and Joe got together. So when we got together was when you'd first started this style of training, wasn't it? And then a couple of months in, he was asked to go and step in for someone at Turf Games. So we went down to London. He was like, "Do you want to come?" I was like, "Yeah, why not? I'll come." And then I just loved it. We weren't even really looking at Joe when you were doing it. I was looking at all the girls. I was like, "That's me. I want to do that." So then we got back, and I messaged a local CrossFit gym to me, and I was like, "Can I come for a trial?" But I didn't tell anyone that I was going for a trial because I was like, if I don't like it, then I can just never come back, and no one's going to force me to do it. But yeah, absolutely loved it. Started training like that, and then never looked back.
So you really got me into it, didn't you?
Yeah. Yeah.
I think it's lovely when you hear couples who have got shared interests, but they just encourage each other to. You mentioned when you first met Joe as well, Katy. I'm going to ask you both this question, just in case there's conflicts in stories. But how did you meet? Who made the first move?
Go on.
No, actually,
I think I know where this is going.
Come on.
we started because you was my PT. So
Well, but not in a weird way. Not
No.
Oh, it's all coming out now. Joe was the creepy PT.
That's how we met. Joe was my PT. After COVID, I just had literally no confidence with training at all. And I wanted a coach outside of where I lived. So I don't know how I found Joe, but I found Joe. And then fast forward a couple of years.
Say it.
I messaged Joe. I was drunk.
Yeah.
Brilliant.
Messaged Joe. And then we got chatting from there. But he will then admit that he fancied me when he PT'd me.
Yeah.
And you were always wanting it to happen, but it just never did till then.
No, you messaged me first.
He wasn't a creepy PT though. I'll just
It's tricky as a coach, isn't it? Because you're going to coach girls who sometimes you're attracted to. But I've always said you've got to keep like a professional line.
Yeah.
And the fact that you messaged him was probably best case scenario, isn't it? Really? Because it kind of opens the doors if you do fancy him to kind of like not be that creepy coach. Because
I weren't coaching her at the time. She messaged.
we don't.
This was years after. I only coached him for like a couple of months just to like get confidence back.
Yeah, and we not spoke for like 4 years.
It went for like 2.
2.
Felt like 40.
Yeah, I was pretty
Bail you out.
But then you messaged me first.
Love that.
Same free time.
What was it about Katie that you thought, okay, yeah, let's meet up, let's go for it?
She's just mint. Yeah, she's just mint. And then I just felt mint that someone messaged me. We just thought,
Keep going with that.
this'll do. But no, we're good with it. And then I met your mum and dad day after dinner.
Yeah, we went on our first day on a Sunday, went for a walk in the Peaks. And then the next day, he was like, I'm off work, do you want to do something? So I was like, come for tea if you want. So you met mum and dad on our second day as well.
Yeah.
And
Not back, have we?
no.
Fast forward, what's taken you to the point where you guys wanted to start a fitness club?
Well, I've always, even like ever since I got into coaching and PT and that, I've always wanted my own, whether it was a studio, gym, that's always been there. And for you wanted to do a females only gym as well, didn't you?
Yeah, like going back to when I really didn't feel confident training in a gym, I wanted to open a women's gym, and my dad's always said is like, you'll always own your own business. Like, I've just always been that kind of like driven, and that's what I thought I was going to do, and then just didn't end up doing it. But then we've met, and it was kind of like the community and the coaching side of it was already there with Joe, my kind of more business side of it, and it just worked.
So you're behind the scenes,
I'm
pulling the
behind the
strings.
scenes.
Joe's front of camera.
Yeah.
Personality.
Yeah.
Sounds pretty much like it was almost weirdly meant to be this. You two kind of being together, wanting to start a business. The community. Talk to us about that, because that's obviously what this place is built on. We talk about Saturday Send on a Saturday morning somewhere else.
Yeah.
This has obviously been a key focal point here. What is it about Saturday Send that's special here? Because the videos look really cool.
I always say it's like organised chaos, isn't it?
Yeah, everyone just loves it.
It's like everyone's on the same wavelength, and that's what we've tried to build with us, isn't it? Like pass it down to people that if you come here and if you come to Saturday Send, everyone's there for the same reason. It's to graft. It's to be like go for a coffee after, and it's more than just an hour of training. Like we want this to be more. We want everyone to come through the doors and feel a different way when they leave. And the community aspect, I think it's because maybe from the bodybuilding, like doing the prep, and you're so on your own, aren't you?
Isolated.
And sometimes you just want either a training partner, or even you do your show and you're on your own. Like I wanted just something completely opposite to that, where people can come, they know someone's going to be here, they know their friends are going to be here, and with that you train harder, so it all works so well together. And I think because I was looking for that community when I was like lost when I was doing the bodybuilding, like I don't want anyone else to have that. So I think doing what we've done is give people that safe space and like friendship groups that they might not have made before.
How do you get around like the clickiness? Because that can become quite a big thing in certain clubs.
Yeah.
I've about running clubs being quite like that. How do you guys kind of break that barrier down?
I think it's definitely the clicks definitely happen, and I think it's how you look at it. Whether it's it's click's like a negative word, isn't it?
Yeah, and I don't really like using that. I just think we've created a group of people who all get along together, all train together, and all go for a coffee and come and like spectate and support events. And like, it was like October last year, wasn't it? We had so many people come to Manchester, and we all watched was it Turf Games, that one?
Yeah.
All watched Turf Games, all got hotels, stayed over, went on a night out. Like,
Wow.
We've created a group of people that all actually get along together. But then within that, you're always going to get people who do gravitate towards each other. And when we've done like feedback before, we've had quite a few people say like they was having a really tough time with friends outside of the gym, and it's just given them that new friend group to do things with. And you meet people with more, like, to be honest, this is what I've done. I've met people with same interests as me. When I moved from where I lived before with my mum and dad, I don't really hang around with that friends group anymore, just because we kind of drifted and had different things in common. And then I've made friends with a group of people who I do have a lot in common with.
Yeah.
So I think if you use the word cliques, like, you can, but I think it's just people creating friends, like, it's just friends groups.
It's knowing that that's a potential, but having things in place, like you said, like the socials, the coffees, things that people can go to outside the gym to make them feel welcome, because it's always everyone's like biggest worry, isn't it? Like not going to a place and feeling like you're not part of the community.
I think it works as well that obviously I'm a woman, Joe's a man, and like we kind of like tag team from making sure boys feel included, making sure girls feel included, and kind of making sure that everyone is involved. Like, there's so many times where like someone will come to Saturday Centre for the first time, and I'm straight on them after that. You coming for a coffee? Come on. And then like I'll make sure I save them a seat next to me, so that, I mean, boys are a bit different, aren't they? Boys are a bit more confident, but like girls, there is some girls who are quite nervous. So it's like, once you've done that like once or twice, they then get to know everyone else, and they're like, oh yeah, we're going for a coffee, you come in there, ask other people.
Yeah.
So it's just, I think, leading from the front as well, like we always try to make sure people feel welcomed and included, and then pass that on to people as well, because as the community grows, me and Joe can't be there for absolutely every single person, so it's just other people also doing that.
Other sort of people in it, and
Yeah.
And they kind of like almost come to the forefront themselves, I imagine, you know, as you start training, they're kind of almost like leaders in a way of the group, and they kind of take the role a little bit, and they self-police to a certain extent.
It's crazy watching people who, when they started, were like, I don't know what this is called, I don't know what this exercise is, don't know what I'm doing, to then new people come in and they're the person who's paired with them and they're teaching them. And it's like, it just shows you how much you can progress, and then how much support there is like with people.
With an episode a few, 10 episodes ago, something like that, it was all about how Gen Z are using the gym now to socialise, which, like, when me and you first started going, or when we all started going to the gym, it was kind of, you went there by yourself, you did your own session, you kind of nodded to people in the gym that you would, you'd maybe go with your mate, but you never went there to socialise and find a community and actually be part of something, whereas that's where the industry is flipped now, I think. People go to a gym like this for that community, and it's, you know, I think it's an awesome part of like that generation, our generation, really.
People come like an hour before, don't they, and just like sit and watch and chat, and then people stay for like an hour after, or we'll be like, oh, what are you doing like now? And that, oh, we're all off to Rise, or we're all off to like golfing range. Like they all like to spend time together. So yeah, it is.
That's really nice.
Yeah, it's really cool.
Brilliant.
That is really cool. One question I really wanted to ask you guys is, I suppose, the dynamic about, I know we said one person's the organiser, one person's typically in front of camera. What have been some of the trials and tribulations of working as a couple? Because I can only imagine if I worked with my missus, we'd have many choice words, I'm sure. Do you normally?
Yeah, we like, God, we definitely row, don't we? Like,
sometimes.
But I feel like it's knowing his strengths. Like, I'm very aware of what you're good at, and you're very aware of what I'm good at. Like, I'm under no illusion that Kate is the brains. Like, openly admit Kate's the brains. But it's letting Kate do that, and then I do my thing, and just trying to work as best together as we can. And it's knowing his roles, and just letting Kate do what she needs to do, and me do what I need to do.
Yeah,
The business needs both, doesn't it? It needs someone behind the scenes who knows what they're doing, and then someone in front who's just like, you know, the face, essentially, like the happy-go-lucky character, which you obviously, you know, are.
Yeah, he's always happy and I'm always in the background being like, pulling my hair out.
Like, none of this would have happened if it weren't for Kate. Like, we came in and we looked at you in it and I was like...
You'd actually given up on the...
Yeah.
So, not like given up, but this was the third unit that we saw. First one was hell and there was so many red flags. But at the time, you went through a really, really tough time, didn't you? And all he was saying to me was, I just need the gym as like, it'll give me something to focus on and I'll be fine once I get to the gym. So I'm trying to do everything that I can to make sure that we've then got this thing that he's going to focus on and make him happy. But there were just so many red flags. Then we looked at a second one, didn't we? And I didn't actually have time to go and view the unit with you, but you saw it, really wanted it, and I was like, right, okay, yeah, we'll start the discussions on it. We'd pulled out of the first one, looking at the second one, put an offer in, didn't end up getting that, and then was like, let's just have a little bit of a break for a while because it was getting kind of between our relationship as well. And yeah, we just said, let's just take a step back. We were actually going to like do like an infinity holiday because we'd already had the name. Like people on the inside knew like that it was going to kind of happen, and we already had the name. We don't actually know where infinity came from, but it just kind of like started being used, and then we're like, we know we need to use infinity in the name. I went from there. So we were going to do like an infinity holiday, and then I was at home and I was looking at holidays, and then I was like, I'll just have a look, see if there's any more units come up. And I found this, and you was in Manchester, weren't you?
Oh yeah, well, yeah.
And I sent it to him and he was like, yeah, I'm not sure, looks a bit small. I was like, well, let's go look at it. Like, let's just have one last look at something before we maybe just like change direction for a little bit. So we came that night, didn't we, at like 4:30. And then the next day you got the keys. So it was crazy.
Nice.
Just going back to what you said about like you wanted this gym to pull you out of I assume you're in a bit of a bad spot with you. What was it about the gym that was going to get you out of that? Why did you know that was the kind of direction that was going to be positive?
I knew I needed, because I knew I wanted a gym. Then I went through like a shit time and I just hated going to work. I knew I needed to now do that, to have that to work on, and probably a bit of a distraction, something to work on. And I knew being around good people all the time, like every day, like there's good people that walk through the door, had like sort me straight out.
Yeah. So you knew almost weirdly what the antidote was. Yeah. Just having your own spot.
Yeah. I needed that, something for us.
It's frustrating as well when you've got your own vision and you know what you want. It's just making that work and putting the pieces together. But sounds like Katie was like instrumental in bringing that to life and 100%. Helping you with that. And because it is difficult when you've got something but you just can't see a way how to get there.
I'm the project manager, aren't I?
You are. And we had so many knockbacks with that first one, like.
But we learned so much. Like there's things that I know now that I'd have never known if we hadn't have gone through the one with all the red flags.
Yeah. What were the red flags? I want to know.
Oh God. What weren't a red flag?
Did it have a roof?
It got to the point where I was like negotiating with them on stuff and wanting them to kind of like confirm things before we signed and all of this. And so I was speaking to them. Then there was messaging Joe being like, you need to sign today or else you can't have it. So then he's panicking and being like, they're just playing us off against each other.
Wow.
So that's where it got to the end. And I was like, Joe, we are not signing. Like we are not at the point of being able to sign.
Yeah. Where was that place? Was it close to it?
Barbara. So it was a bit further. This actually works out better location wise for all of your clients that you had before who are now members, and we've grown and grown, so it's been a perfect location.
Location's key. It really is for like getting members, and especially if you've got a hub of people that you already had at Saturday Send, you want them to be able to come. It's actually bread and butter, right?
Yeah, exactly.
Definitely. And I think this area in particular for me has got a very special place in my heart. I used to work around the corner, and this gym actually, the sessions that you put on reminds me so much of the early stages of that gym, and I just remember the community draw to it, and that took me out from a corporate career into this career. So everything you're discussing, it's quite visceral for me to sort of listen to. So a word that I've tried to not slap around too much with you guys is the vulnerability side of it. And it's very rare to see, I think. Like, I don't know if you can confirm, Ryan, like anytime I've heard you guys speak, the gym owner diaries that you do, like that is such a raw thing to do, like from a vulnerability standpoint. Would you say there's been some real struggle points whilst you've been in business Anything that you're willing to share?
Yeah, like it's hard to explain, but it's just hard, isn't it? Like there's so many things you don't think about. Like I knew I wanted a gym, and I knew I wanted my own space, but I didn't understand the things that come with that.
Behind the scenes stuff.
Yeah, like you have to deal with so many people, so many different people's like maybe problems, even the stuff like about the unit you don't know you need, stuff that can go wrong that you don't anticipate or don't think is going to go wrong, and you've just got to crack on, haven't you? You've got to just keep moving forward, and it's and I think that with the gym owner diary, it's like when I was wanting to do a gym, like I'd look on Instagram at other people and it's it's sound, and it isn't like. No. It's nowhere near sound. It's so hard, but I feel like if someone sees that, someone might watch what I've put on when they want to do it, and it's good to be open, isn't it? Like people want to see real people. Like there's too much. It sound. I'm doing really well, and no one's doing as well as they said they are.
It's the issue with social media, isn't it?
Yeah,
you're only ever going to put out most of the time the good bits because you want to promote your business, you want to let people know how good it is. But I think there's not enough people sharing like the shit times as well.
I think there's a lot more people. Yeah, I think a lot more people are doing it and making it less of like a taboo subject of talking about the problems. I think the more people you see doing it, the more people will do it, and then it's so easy to go on social media and get yourself in like a hole of, well, I'm not doing that, so I'm not doing good enough, and I'm not this stage of life, and I'm not that stage, and all of this. And I think it's really negative. Like I hate social media for that reason.
I think it's playing that fine balance between also sharing the bad stuff, but not being seen as being like really negative about your own business. Because you want to speak positively about it, but you want to be honest enough to share.
The right balance, isn't it?
Yeah, and that's very difficult. Very difficult.
100%. Bringing it back a bit more positive, I'd love to know a few success stories from you guys. Like, has there been any members who spring to mind who've just done amazing stuff, whether it's competition? We were just looking at some of the names on one of the events you guys did.
We have so many. See, for me, obviously the comps, like everyone doing the competitions, it's amazing. Like it's mint, but like
it's just the day to day, isn't it? Just seeing people come in and
like we had Annie come in on weekend, and it's like so we've got a family at gym. I say family because they all come. So there's Robin and Adrian. So Robin came to me at like 20 stone. She lost loads of weight. Then her brother joined. He did same. Then Annie came. Annie's her older sister. Like super nervous. Came to a Saturday send, like almost like trembling, like didn't know what to do, scared and stuff. Super nervous. And then I came into gym on this Sunday, and she's in here with I think it's sister-in-law showing her how to do stuff. Wow. And I'm just like, this is just mad.
It's a full circle moment.
It's crazy, and that stuff is what stands out, and you're just like, we're doing the right thing. The right people are coming in, and that's just massive.
Who's been the one other standout member, if you can name a few?
Ellie Fisher.
I was going to say Ellie Fisher. Ellie Fisher's just a great like all-round person. Like she's just like any new people who come in, she's brilliant with them as well. Like she's so welcoming, so kind, so helpful. Like will make anyone feel comfortable. And she just comes in with a smile on her face every single day, and she's just great.
That like leader role, the one person who's almost taking the business under her own wings, kind of thing.
She don't even know if she's doing it.
No, she don't.
Really?
It's not necessarily like a thing for her. That's just who she is. But we just she's great. We love her.
Yeah, she's great.
But there's been loads of new people start like we were really surprised when we first opened. Like we expected a certain number of members, and within like the first like 2 months we'd gone over that. Wow. We was like, wow, like this is crazy. And there's been so many people who have either trained elsewhere and come here and really enjoyed the actual coaching and really like developed. And there's been like comments to you, hasn't there, where people have come up to you and said, I've never actually had a coach like come and stand with me for 5 minutes in a class and tell me some pointers, which has been really good. And then there's been people who have never done it before and have just like picked it up and like absolutely loved it, and like train every single day and don't have a rest day, which is crazy.
I feel like that's going to shock some people as well, that that's not the done thing, that you go around, you correct people's technique in a class. The fact that isn't standard practice blows my mind. And just for all those guys, it's second nature, isn't it?
Yeah.
So
I remember when I first started, like obviously going from bodybuilding to this, like you're obviously bigger. I couldn't move, and I could just. It's so frustrating when you're trying to learn some movements like the Olympic lifting. It's so frustrating if you can't do it because you watch and you're like, right, yeah, you do this, do that, and you try it and you fall over, and just coaches you're like, come on, just give me a little bit. Obviously I ain't got a clue what I'm doing. Just give me a little bit of help, and it's some gyms. That's just if you can't do it, you can't do it. But it's like
really, they don't step in, they don't try to help you, they don't take you to one side.
I've been in gyms where I've done that, and I'm obviously getting frustrated, and it's. You just can't do it, you can't do it. It's like,
they're not willing to kind of take you aside in the class. But it's probably taking you having those bad experiences to know that, isn't it? Which is good. But
I think that's one thing that we have done, haven't we? Like, I've trained at 2 or 3 CrossFit gyms now. You've always done like drop-ins and sessions like in the day, and we've kind of taken things from different places. Like, we've like experienced them that have been like, we do not want to recreate that, or we've seen something and be like, that's really good, like we can implement that. I think you take things from different places as well.
I've coached a lot of people who've been at CrossFit gyms alongside coming to me, and you do hear some horror stories, like the clickiness of certain places, the standard of coaching, how they're not amazing with like really being forceful with correct technique as well. It's more about like, get the weight on the bar, let's get you lifting amazing numbers, shout our gym out for lifting fantastic numbers, but it messes people up in the long run. Not naming any names, by the way. But to see you guys trumping that and trying to go out your way to make sure it's perfect is, for me, is exactly what I would do if I was at my own gym.
You've got to, because then people can't say bad about you. And if it comes second nature, then that you're doing the right things, aren't you? I feel like if you're having to force that, at least you're doing it, I suppose. But if it's second nature to do that, I feel like you said, that's what you should be doing. Right? That's why you get into this job.
I think going back to your question as well of like struggles that we've had, I think it's always going to be hard, like going from doing like one-to-one coaching, and Saturday sends less like technical base, isn't it? It's more of just like get everyone in, have a really good time. But like mid-week sessions, I feel like you've learned a lot of actually working with like a lot of people rather than just one person, which I think has been something that you've definitely like progressed with. Because I mean, it is intense, like trying to watch like 15 people is like a cap on a class, isn't it? Like 15 people at once is a lot. But you obviously seem to do it really well.
Is that your cap? Is it 15 per session?
Yeah. Apart from a Saturday, we cram them in on a Saturday.
Anyone want to come in, get them all in.
Get them in.
Are there any really common problems that you guys see? Like whether it's in classes, could be technique, could be people struggling with certain parts of nutrition or training, injuries, anything like that?
I think, and it's sad to see, it's just confidence. Like, obviously these movements, a lot of it is tough. And I feel like once you get over that barrier of, I'll try it, I might fall, I might like fail or whatever. Once you get over that barrier, and I feel like that's what we've created here, where you can fail a lift and it's absolutely fine. Like there's no embarrassment, there's no...
we might have like a laugh at some people sometimes.
Yeah, you get up and crack on and do it again. And I feel like it's getting over that barrier of being embarrassed, because there's so much to try and do in this sort of style of training. You've just got to be willing to have a go.
It's making the fails like feel normal to people. And even like scaling a workout, like it's just normal. It's not that you're any worse off than anyone. It's not that you're not very good. It's just you're working to your ability. And you like we always say, don't we, like on like one of us like mottos is like, do it with a smile. If you're coming in and you're doing a session and you're forcing yourself to do weights that you can't do and you're not enjoying it and you're not leaving with a smile, then you've not done it right. Pull it back a little bit and just do it to the point where you can enjoy it.
It's different personality types as well, isn't it? Because you see some people that are okay with failure and they're like, no, fuck it, let's just go again, drop the weight down. But some people get really annoyed. I'm a bit like that. I can get very frustrated with myself.
You get frustrated, don't you?
I hate it. But
and you can see that in other people. And a good coach can highlight that and make them feel okay, like I said, about the failures, and make them not such of a big deal. Make them understand that actually, if you're going to get to the weight you want to get to, you need to go through this. We've all been through this to get to where I am. I had to go through this.
I feel like it's normalising that as well, that this is a safe training ground for failure. Do you know what I mean? Like, and carry that over into life. Like you can't, I mean, you can fail something like buying a house, but hopefully it never gets to that stage where people must be a bit more robust with when things go wrong. What are you going to do?
Yeah, exactly. You've got to learn to. I remember when I used to play ice hockey as a kid, and our thing was I played for a new team and we used to get hammered every week, like talking 15, 20 nil. And you've got to learn to lose before you can win. Like, and then ended up growing up and playing all right, and we'd win people. But then you win, and you do it with a bit of like class. Like you've got to learn to lose before you can win, because that's how you do it with a little bit of like I said, like a little bit of class. You're not arrogant. You can actually be a decent person.
Yeah,
agreed. At the same time.
Do you miss anything from ice hockey? I always like to ask this question. Like, is there anything you've carried over from ice hockey? Hopefully not punching people, but that's great.
The thing that I miss, and I think now we've sort of found it here, which is mega. But and I think you said any person who's played a team sport, it's the changing room.
I knew you were going to say that.
Like the games and stuff are mega and stuff, and the rivalries and that, but just changing rooms, having a crack with lads, it's like unrivaled. Some of the stuff can't leave that room, but like it's just the banter's just class, and that's what I miss. But we have it here, and that's brilliant as well. So yeah.
How's that dynamic with obviously the girls being involved now? Do you have to kind of take
the girls are overtaking the boys?
Girls a bit more harsh.
No, like we have so many girls here. Like there's a lot of times where like the classes will be like 80% girls, 20% lads, but I feel like they all have a laugh as well.
Yeah, they do.
Like we do all have a laugh.
I feel like everyone does, don't they? There's no one really
no one oversteps the mark.
Yeah.
Which is good. But everyone can have a laugh.
And that's
it all
what's
comes from the
about,
top, that though. It's like running any business, right? The person at the top who's steering the ship, their personality, their ethos filters down for everyone. And if the person at the top is a little bit dictatorish and isn't very like, jovial and getting everyone laughing and joking, then the vibe can be a little bit stale sometimes.
Definitely.
And
I've trained in that environment.
It's not nice.
Speaking of transferable skills, I know Joe's just spoke about what he's sort of taken from ice hockey. Kate, same question to you. Have you got anything from previous roles, anything that you brought to Infinity Fit Club?
I feel like 'cause I mainly do all the back end stuff, my jobs that I've had, and I still work full time at the minute, all kind of like blend in like, if that makes sense. A lot of things that I do for here, like the finance side of stuff, all of the members, keeping track of everything, like running all the reports and everything, is kind of what I do in my day-to-day job. So yeah, it just...
The organising.
Yeah, the organising.
Well, that's the massive
all
skill.
of the events and stuff.
Yeah.
Like, as much as they are hard to organise, they're fun, but they do take a hell of a lot more organisation than people think they do. Like, we've got our first competition this weekend, and I've actually been dreaming about it every night. Dreams, nightmares, I don't know what you want to call it, but I had another one last night, and yeah, it's like you're going to bed thinking about it, waking up thinking about it. There's so much more that goes into it than just putting an event on, or like even planning the Christmas do. Like, it's just so, like, it just takes time. But I think that's the one thing that I've struggled with most, time to do stuff. Mainly, I could do it. I can do all of the stuff. It's just I work full time as well, so it's fitting it around it, and that's not really an option to not work full time at the moment. So that's been like the main thing for me.
Is this the event you're putting on? Is it this
Sunday,
weekend?
yeah.
Talk us through that. What's going on there?
So it's our first actual in-house. So we're doing an in-house comp first. So like, how many we got? 9 teams, something like that. All coming together basically for a big comp day. So there's 4 workouts. They'll all complete the workout in a team. So it's same-sex pairs. And then at the end of the day, there'll be podiums and stuff like that. I've always gone to comps and I've always thought, I'd love to do one of them in ours. So we've got an in-house one this Sunday, and then 2nd of November. First. So I mean, organiser. 1st of November is the open one, so it's open to all gyms from everywhere. So
just got an image of Joe turning up. Where's everyone? Like, the wrong day. What's the one they do at EIS? I went to that a few years.
That's what I'm
That's
doing in
what you've
October.
Is it?
Rep It Out, it's called.
Rep It Out, yeah. I went to that is it, they've done it there a few years before, haven't they?
Yeah, I actually like stumbled on that event when I was training for marathon. So I used to run past the EIS.
Why did you go in?
Needed a poo. And I seen it, I was like, God, that looks sick. And then it's up middle of the track. It looks class.
Yeah.
And then me and a partner are doing that in October.
Class. Yeah, I went to that a few years ago, and it did look like the vibe, the environment, the amount of people there. It's unbelievable.
The sheer amount of people
seats
that
are packed
do
out.
it's mad.
Yeah.
I think that's one thing we really encourage people to do. Like when Ryan started doing more high rock stuff, there were people asking me like, what's this all about? Then I'm like, go and watch one. Like go and get yourself to an event, go and spectate. And the amount of like my clients who have said, signed up, I'm doing it now. And it's just meant to see like people like you
It
said.
does really encourage you. We went to, because I am not a competitive person. Don't really interest me.
Have you competed in it before?
Well, I did one the other week. So the ones Everyday Athlete Club that are all up there.
Yeah.
I went and watched, I think were it 3 of the teams that did it? Or we had 4, didn't we?
Yeah, I think
so. I watched 4 people do it, and I had a bit of FOMO. I was like, I'm here supporting you all day, and I kind of want to be doing it. So then I had this thought, and I was like, I'll do one. Got close to the time of doing one. Oh God, no. Yeah. Like I kind of enjoyed the day, and once it was done, I was like, I did enjoy that. But during, I was like, no one talk to me. Let me just sit in this corner on my own. Leave me alone. I was so overstimulated. It was a bit too much.
I find that with high rocks though, like when you go and watch it, it looks fun, exciting, but you have no idea the pain that's going on in people's heads when they're actually in it.
Yeah.
And
when you get
they'll cheer you on it, you give a cheeky, and then you go over to you like.
I always wonder that. Is it the anticipation that you're going to go through pain, or is it just new surroundings? Like what were it for you with that?
Well, where I did it is the gym that I used to train at. So I knew a lot of people there. It's where my family live as well. So all my family came. Then we had a load of people from here come and support. So there was just like so many people all day and just like asking loads of questions and saying hello. And I was just like, I just need to be on my own for a little bit.
Yeah, there's a lot of that.
So for me, it weren't really the workouts. Like I quite enjoyed the workouts and the events. It was more just being overstimulated all day.
My family's got this thing now when they come to watch me. I've said they've kind of realised that for the half an hour afterwards, just don't try and interact with me. Just give him water, give him what he needs, but just let his head clear because you're just knackered, aren't you? You're done afterwards, mentally, physically. Yeah.
But it was the first time that first time I'd competed, so the first time you'd watched me, and it was kind of like roles reversed because when I watch Joe compete, I hate watching him compete. I feel sick, like I'm that nervous to watch him do it, and like you was nervous for me, weren't you? So it was quite nice to have like that reversed for a little bit.
Yeah.
Why are you nervous? Is it because you know they're going to be in pain and do you not like seeing them in pain?
Just because I want him to do really well. Just because like I want him to do really well and I want him to be proud of himself because I know he's so harsh on himself sometimes. So I think I'm just nervous because I'm like, just work a bit harder, please. Come on.
Yeah.
But no, we always have a really good team of people come in and like, I don't know if other places do it. Well, not a lot do because even when we've been to other comps, like you never really see many people with signs, but all of the girls here, they're all about the signs. So we're there with the signs in the air, like every single comp we go to. It's brilliant.
Like when we did turf and high rocks, it's like 25 people rock up from gym to go support.
It's great.
And for them to take that time out of the day to potentially, like I said, book hotels as well and stay over.
It's a long day, and that at turf were full weekend.
Yeah, everyone loves it though. It's great.
Can I do the world's worst segue? Because Katie just mentioned signs.
Yes.
We've got, all right, Ryan's very kindly. I thought Harlow would
Taking me ages to do these, by the way.
I thought Harlow had done them. I'm not going to lie. Take that how you want. But we've got some lovely Mr. and Mrs. signs. So if you guys are up for a game of Mr. and Mrs.
Absolutely.
Should we do it?
I'll let the girls be a judge of your signs as well when they come in.
Okay. Well, leave me. You can keep them, by the way, would you?
Yeah, fair.
We'll stick them up wall.
So we've got some questions which we've not briefed you with. All right.
Yeah. We're going to give you one each.
Perfect.
So for you. So for anyone who doesn't know what's going on from an audio perspective, Joe's being given
round. So we go Joe on the left, Kate on the right. Are you gonna? We'll do a question each.
Yeah.
Throw them out there.
Have you got your list of?
I have got a list.
Do you want to kick us off, mate? I'm gonna have a little tally as well, guys. As well, I'm gonna put a J there, a K there. We'll have a little tally of. I know Katie said she's not too competitive, but
I will be in this. I'm competitive against Joe.
But we'll see. So even though you can see each other, traditionally this game's done back to back. So
don't look at my signs.
Do that.
If you hesitate, I might just give a little countdown maybe. But just so we have to show. All right.
Kick us off.
Yeah,
first
kick us
one.
off. So, first question for you guys is, who's more likely to be late to a training session?
Disagreement.
Conflict.
You put me? What? You're late to everything.
I'm not late. I'm late training. I'm early to training.
We hoped it would go this way.
We did.
We hoped it
Strong
would be a little
start,
bit of daggers. Second one. Who's got the funniest lifting face?
There we go. We've got one on the board. Next one. Who's more likely to forget to put their weights away? This is big.
Both gone, Katie. Ooh.
Go on,
I just end up talking and
Do you?
yeah, getting a bit busy doing other stuff.
Who's more likely to skip leg day?
I like leg day.
They've both gone off with this.
Yeah.
Oh, interesting.
What else we got? Oh, I like this question. Who's got the bigger gym playlist ego? This is otherwise known as who won't let the other one pick the tunes? Who is in charge of the tunes?
Yeah.
Definitely in
Those are
charge.
tunes, man.
Yeah.
I don't really touch
80s
it.
action movie songs. That's the
Is
best,
it?
the best
Really?
playlist.
Okay.
Yeah.
Favorite 80s action film?
Top Gun playlist is mega. Yeah.
Is
Well, my favourite film's got to be The Rockies.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I must imagine. Push it to the limit.
Yeah.
All that stuff.
We'll get that on after.
Class. Next one. Who's more likely to appear on a gym fail video?
Have you seen it?
I just seen the one you put out. Yeah. Oh, mega.
What else we got? Who's most likely to sneak out of a workout early? Okay.
Katie.
Very quick.
Ooh.
Very quick that.
Yeah.
There's no hesitation there, was there?
No messing.
This is too hard.
Who spends more time training their thumbs than actually working out? Both gone, Joe.
There's times where obviously we've got the cameras, not stalking, but I do sometimes just check, like, I've texted him and I need something, he's not replying. He'll just be sat there, like, on TikTok or whatever when he's meant to be training.
So that video stuff, then I'll watch the video, then I'll...
Gets distracted.
Yeah.
I'm the same.
Yeah.
I'm the same. Yeah.
I've started talking to myself, like, I'll do it, I'm like, get off Instagram. I'm like, right,
Yeah. It's almost like going on my phone to do one thing and all of a sudden I'm on TikTok. I'm like,
Yeah.
what have I got here? You need a speaker up there so you can just like shout
I
down
talk
at
to
him.
him through them.
Can you?
Yeah.
Can
Get
you?
off your phone.
What was it that you did the other day? Oh no, you didn't do it through that, did you? Because his Spotify is connected to the iPad here, so if people are here when we're not, what did you put, some creepy music on and like open up the speakers?
Everyone's head going out.
Yeah.
Love that. I feel like we know this one after our chat before we started recording, but who gets through more caffeine? Oh, mate,
Joe.
that was the quickest one yet, I think.
Yeah.
That was quick.
Who's a better cook? Okay,
yeah.
is
There
it?
we go.
Yeah.
I
wondered what was
forgot which
happening
one
there.
I cooked
Joe-
on our first date though. Paella.
It was not
You went paella?
It wasn't paella.
It
It was chicken, but I don't know if other people cut chicken with scissors, but he cut chicken with scissors and I find that weird.
I do that.
No,
I do that.
weird.
Yeah, it's efficient.
Loads of like frozen veg and just rice and passata and then random spices.
Paella.
It was not paella.
I
God.
cooked it. So
Not like they're getting
No.
Spain, mate.
no.
No.
Next one, it's you next, isn't it? Yeah,
We've got here, guys. Who's the bigger motivator on a bad day?
Can we vote both? Because I feel like we both.
Yeah, we pull each other up, don't we?
Yeah,
no,
we
that's
have,
nice.
If I have a bad day, Joe pulls me up, and if Joe has a bad day, I
Okay.
pull him
Yeah.
up.
Lovely.
We'll allow that.
Yeah.
That's a good answer.
Who's more likely to cry at a member hitting a PB?
You're more invested in me, girl.
I'm shocked at that. I was convinced that'd be Katie, but okay.
Yeah.
Joe's the emotional one.
Right, we're getting quite personal now, guys. Who gets the final say on Netflix? We know that feeling, don't we?
I'd say you don't really.
I'm not really bothered. If you pick something I don't want to watch, I'll just read my book instead.
Yeah,
Okay.
Kindle.
Yeah.
Yeah.
My missus, she gets the iPad out
Yeah.
halfway through. She'll
I
go
just watch the
upstairs.
same films over and over, don't I?
Yeah.
Okay.
You always
the-
pick like. He's got an obsession with war films and they just upset me. So I'd rather not go to bed being upset.
Got a favourite war film?
12 Strong.
12 Strong.
Yeah.
Oh, that's very good. Is that Hemsworth?
Yeah, when
Yeah.
they're on them horses. Yeah.
It's good.
Who's worse at maths? I stitched switch you up as I want to. Yeah. We don't actually start with the maths question.
I shoot myself on my phone.
I got some inside info. Someone told me maths wasn't your strong point.
Who were that?
It was one of Amy's friends. Is a mutual friend. I can't remember her name now.
To come back again. Eh?
Yeah. I'll text you.
I dread to think what people say about me and my math skills. I literally can't count anymore.
No.
I can't. As a PT,
It's their job.
that's what I mean.
Yeah.
It's like I need to spot technique. I need to count reps.
I'm busy, yeah.
I need to count reps. Who's the romantic one?
Joe, really?
Go on, here we go.
Go on, talk us through some romantic gestures.
Apple and candles.
Actually, yeah, got to the
classic
living room. He's
bloke
put
drink,
like
that
5 different candles on. I'm like, it's too much going on. It's like glow still now.
It's me next.
next.
Who snores louder? Joe,
Yeah.
the snorer.
It's a very decisive team. It's
And
very
farting
decisive.
a lot.
Is it?
Yeah,
Sweat.
yeah.
Frothing from the mouth.
Yeah. Real man.
So guys, we're getting very personal now. Who's likely to forget an anniversary? Okay. Busy mind?
We'll get
Just
there.
Yeah.
to like make a point. Joe's birthday is the 2nd of October, and he's been telling everyone it's this Thursday. I'm like, no, it's the Thursday after. Just don't even know what day it is.
It's busy mind.
Busy guy. Stuff on.
We know it's organised, don't we now? Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm so glad this last question's landed on Ryan.
The most important question of all: who wears the trousers?
Oh, go on.
That was the quickest one so far.
Ryan, I think
Everyone knows it.
Did we ask 18 questions then?
18.
16, right.
16, right? What's that?
That's
Nice.
a good effort.
God,
That's
set the
a good
standard
I think
there.
a man who can admit that the missus wears trousers, it's just an easier life.
Yeah,
I think
isn't it?
if you didn't say me, I think when everyone watches this, they'll be like, Joe, you alright?
It's bullshit.
Plus, you'll be getting it after the podcast.
As soon as you've left, like you said that.
Love that. That concludes our game. Our first ever game of
16 out of 18.
Well,
It's good, that.
I
It's
quite
very good,
enjoyed
that.
that.
That's very good.
Yeah.
It's quite reflective as well, isn't it? That's like my buzzword at the minute. Very reflective, very like you've got to think about relationships and
Yeah.
the roles that you play in them. So, wicked. Appreciate that.
16, hold on, mate.
It's good. They've set a standard high there.
Yeah, I agree.
Back onto normal questions. So, future planning, thinking ahead. Where do you want Infinity to be, let's say, next 5 years?
This is one thing we haven't actually done, by the
Yeah,
way.
we
We need
haven't.
to sit and make like a proper 5-year plan on how we're going to get to it. I think we've both got a vision in our head, haven't we? But
It's a case of just, like, for me, it's getting people look at this one way or another. So it's getting as many people through the door feeling the feeling that I know everyone else feels. Not even a case of like more people, more money. It's because I want as many people as possible to feel how it feels when people come in and they leave. Because I know how life-changing it is, because I know how many people say and how many people whose lives we have changed. If we can do that to so many more people, then that's what we want to do, innit? One way or another, just as many people feeling what has been created in here. Whether it's in here in 5 years' time or a bigger unit with different things going off, but yeah.
It's one of the most difficult things, isn't it? Because you know what you've created. You
Yeah.
know how good it is. You know how much benefit it brings. It's getting everyone on board with that and letting them know and understand it. But you're in the first few months, right? So you're not going to be massively obsessed like what's happening 5 years down the line. But
I think a short-term goal that we definitely want is, I don't really know right now how we're going to achieve it, because in this unit there's not enough space. But every single Saturday morning, like without fail, we go to Starbucks for a coffee.
Yeah.
After Saturday Sun, we did that when we did Saturday Sun before. We've done that since we've been here, and we'd love to be able to have like a coffee shop to be able to do that ourselves. Sometimes
Wow.
the staff at Starbucks get a bit peed off at us because
Do they?
we are
'Cause you take so many
loud.
down.
We are
Oh,
like,
okay.
there is so many people. There is like however many people piling in being like, I want my coffee, blah, blah, blah. Obviously like politely, but it's like when you've got those people queuing up, I can't imagine it's a bit annoying. So yeah, we'd love to have that space.
I think Starbucks would go under if we stopped going.
We'd love to have that space for people to have that like community, social side of it here.
it's very business minded that to think we're giving these people a lot of money. How do we
That's how my brain
keep some of
works.
that in-house? Like I can see a business here.
Like Starbucks are lucky to have you, by the sounds of it.
Yeah.
Could you do it here? Could you set up something like, I don't know, like
Just space, isn't it?
Yeah.
Space here is the thing.
I've seen
there
him
is-
clambering up there. You could get a little stairway up there, get some on top.
I'm working
stairs.
on that. Don't talk to me about stairs. We'll not talk about stairs.
You indeed.
It's the buzzword.
But one option that we are maybe looking at is to get a shipping container and converting that, because
Cool.
down the side,
Yeah.
even though we can park cars down there, not many people do, so it's a little bit of wasted space. So that would be an ideal, and then
Yeah.
cram everyone into the shipping container.
Yeah, and we're obviously keeping them here in
Yeah.
house, not having to travel for it. It's easier.
Yeah.
You can do drinks while they're training,
Yeah.
kind of thing. Yeah.
And if we ever did move locations, you can just pick it up and move it.
Yeah.
Easier said than done, I think that.
Still,
Would that be
things are quite simple in my brain.
It's a little crane, yeah, you need the crane, wouldn't you?
Oh, I'm thinking everyone just pick it up on Saturday Sunday.
That's what, yeah. Right work out.
No crane needed. Guys, I'm really curious to know what your ideal member of Infinity Fit Club is. I know you briefly mentioned someone who's that like ideal in, is it Ellie Fisher, did you say?
Yeah.
In Ellie Fisher, but if there's someone watching this now who has been maybe following what you do for a while, but they've got splinters from sitting on fence, what do you think could just tip them over onto stepping through the door?
That's a good question, isn't
I
it?
think there's like different ideal members. Like you've got the people who just come and just enjoy it, and they just not necessarily come in to lift loads and loads away or smash loads of PBs. They're just coming because this is their hour out of the day. That's for them and doing something for their like health and well-being. And then I think like you really love people who push themselves.
Yeah.
Like you really like to see people like really training hard, like doing comps, like doing
Progressive.
doing things that maybe they didn't ever think that they would do. So you've got like two sides. You've got the people who really, 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 really want to push themselves, and you love that. But then also just the people coming in and just enjoying it, and this is just their way to train. And
It's quite like hard to put into words. Like I keep saying, like the feeling. It's hard to put into words until you actually do it. Innit? Like people come and they do that first session, and they're like, "Wow, I just wish I'd have done it sooner." And
yeah,
but once they come in and they feel it, they don't really look back, do they?
yeah.
Same with competing, I think, as well. Because you see other people do it and you look down the line and go, I'll never get there.
Yeah.
I'm not interested in that. Then you get this body that's actually quite capable now. And then once you've done your first one, you're like, I loved it.
Yeah.
Can't wait to do it again.
Yeah.
I suppose, speaking about struggling to put things into words, I've always found that what's probably quite endearing about you two as well, from what I've gathered, because there's no real like big marketing spiel. It's very real. It's very, people just need to come down and try it and just
We
take
just
that
wing
first
everything
step.
as well, don't we?
Yeah.
That is literally what I do.
Yeah, and I feel like a lot of businesses do that. Like, I think
100%,
I think a lot of it's up to them. Like maybe hide behind fancy marketing, and that's the barrier. But you break that barrier, and everyone's just playing it by ear and going and learning on the job. And I feel like that's how we've learned the best, hasn't it? We've learned by fuck ups. We've failed at stuff, and we go like, right, we'll not do that again. We've learned from that. We'll do this. And
Even like this weekend with the comp, like the reason why I wanted to do an in-house one to trial it first is to see what's going to work well and what's not. And when you guys came in, that's what I was talking to Joe about. I was like, oh, I've had a think and like this, and this. And like there's just so many things that you learn from actually doing it. And you're like, actually, it's going to work way better to do it like this instead.
You guys are obviously preaching to your members, it's okay to fail. You've kind of got to, at some point, adopt that yourself, haven't you? And accept that with what we do here, we're going to fuck things up a little bit sometimes. And it's about letting your members know that as well, and being very open and transparent. And if you're putting it out online like you are with the diaries of gym owners, it's almost like a prerequisite. They get it, they understand it, they're kind of on board with that.
And I think by doing that, you then attract the right people. People aren't joining here and expecting it to be perfect, and it's like, but they've been open 5 years, this and this and this. It's a case of people are coming because they trust in us and they trust in the journey that it's going to be on. And I think I know people are so bought in, aren't they, to what we're doing and what we're going to do and how it's going to progress and grow.
Yeah, for sure.
Yeah, everyone's so supportive of us as well, which is amazing, isn't it? Like people praise us. Obviously, like when I'm here, I do, but Joe obviously every single day coaching people, praising people all the time. We do get that in return, which is really nice.
We've had so many business owners, entrepreneurs on the podcast, and you realise that the best ones do exactly what you said. They're not afraid to fail. They're not afraid to wing it a little bit. They'll throw shit at the wall until something sticks. And there's a reason they get to where they want to get to. It's because they're willing to be like, almost come across as a bit of a donut, really. He hasn't got a clue. But as soon as they get it, everyone goes, he knew exactly what he was doing. Exactly. The journey along the way.
I think as well, like when it comes to like the day-to-day in here, like I'm not scared to challenge you on stuff as well, and we do have a couple of conversations that maybe get a little bit heated, and then we walk away from them, we probably reflect on them, and then we're like, you know what, actually this is what needs to happen. So I think
but it's
that's
because you
like,
both care as well. You both want the best. You both want to see this go as far as it can, and you want it to succeed. And sometimes that can be, confrontational, and you say things in the heat of the moment. Sometimes I'm sure, like every couple and relationship does. And like I said, Brad, I can't imagine ever being in a business with my missus. I just couldn't imagine it. So how you guys do it is, it is all inspiring for sure.
And
we're
Shane,
finding our boundaries as well, aren't we?
Shane said that it's like some things are for business that doesn't then carry on into our personal relationship.
I remember, I don't know if you'll get annoyed with me saying this, but when we did actually first go and meet Shane, I'd not been at home for a couple of days because I was just so wound up and annoyed, and I was just like, I need a bit of space away from you. And then we'd plan to see Shane, and I texted her, I was like, I'm going to go see him. It's up to you if you want to call him Kay. And we just obviously acted normally in front of Shane. Then we was having these conconversations, and I basically just started crying. He was like, "Oh, don't cry." I was like, "It's just been too much." So yeah, we've been at that stage, haven't we?
Yeah.
But
that's before we'd even got Jim as well. That was the other one, weren't it?
Yeah, that was when they were kind of playing us off against each other, and that was when it got to the point of this is now getting between us as well. So yeah, we're definitely learning how to manage situations better as business partners and as a couple as well.
Do you have any rules like when you get home, like you leave it at work kind of thing, or is it because it's so new and fresh and there's so many moving parts? Is it difficult?
Yeah, it is, because that's like when I see you, isn't it?
So at the minute, me and Joe are just passing ships. Like he works mornings and evenings, has afternoon off, but also you train for quite a long period, don't you? So he's maybe in the house for like a couple of hours. I work like 9 to 5.
Okay.
Sometimes if I come train here on an evening, like obviously I'll see him then, but he's coaching, it's a bit different. And then you walk in the house most nights at like 8 o'clock, don't you? We have tea and we go to bed. So there's not actually much.
Intense, that.
Yeah.
Really intense.
And then on a weekend, obviously, like we've got Saturday, and then we always go for the coffee. Sometimes we go for a walk as well, don't we? Which is nice. It's just we haven't always got the time to do that. And then normally got like a couple of work things that I'm like, Joe, this is our only time that we've got together, I need to ask you these. Then we'll probably just like chill for a bit, won't we? And before you know it, it's bedtime. And then Sunday, he's up and here for 10 a.m. I do all of the stuff at home that needs doing to like set us for the week. Then I come here at 2, we clean till probably like 4, get home, have tea, go to bed. So at the minute,
it's a well-oiled ship, but it's a ship that's like maxed out capacity-wise.
Yeah, we are literally last week we took on a coach who's doing some sessions now.
So Hannah's good.
So it's been like that for 5 months now. Like we've literally not been able to have a break, and it's like all these things have to be done just to make sure we're still going. But it's starting to give now a little bit. So yeah, we've got Hannah in. From next weekend, we're hopefully getting a cleaner in, so that'll alleviate a little bit of time on a Sunday afternoon as well. So just starting to give us that little bit of time back. But you can't expect when you're opening a business to have that time as well. 100%. So at the start, like you do get stressed and you do like moan to people and say things. It's not that I'm ever expecting any different, but you've just got to work really hard at the start to then maybe earn that time back.
Yeah, agreed. And I came down on the open day, and I was looking through your schedule before I came down. I even said to you, like, you gotta be careful, mate, because that's intense. That it really. I was looking at all the sessions, start times, finish times. Obviously, I know you like to train in between that. So when I saw that you'd taken a coach on, I was a bit relieved for you in a way. I was a bit like, he's getting a bit of break, which is good.
Thursday evenings, aren't we? Spurs last first one in.
When we did the when we did the schedule, they were the kind of hours that you would work as a PT as well, wasn't it? So it wasn't like, to us, it wasn't anything massively different. Okay. But I think I was very naive in the fact of how much back end stuff there would be to do. And it's not just for me to make those decisions. So I think we did struggle. Well, we do struggle just having time to have discussions about things that we want to talk about and we need to talk about. But yeah, like I said, hopefully now that we're getting a few more things in place, we'll have time for that and just time to see family and friends, because we literally don't have time for it at all. Yeah.
The first 6 months is, maybe the first year is the most intense period. You've kind of got to just settle in and accept. Yeah, for sure. But do you feel like there's the first movements towards it being a bit more of, like I said, a well-oiled ship now? It's started to kind of kind of police a little bit. Now the kind of first members are all signed up and all that bit's done, and there's less back house stuff. You're starting to get a bit of that free time back.
Yeah, I think definitely with Thursdays we are, aren't we?
Yeah, I think as well, like at one point that for both of us that were like, oh my God, like this is actually doing well. We didn't think we was going to do it at all, did we? No. But we booked a couple of days to go away. When was it? June, July?
Yeah.
Whenever it was, we went to Mallorca for a couple of days, just kind of like have a bit of time to reset and also have a bit of time to actually spend time together and talk about the things that we did. Like we did so much business planning on that holiday, didn't we?
Yeah.
Did you? So you went away and you were business planning while you were away?
Yeah.
Upside at pool, everyone thought it was weird.
Yeah. And you is a stalker, but he was watching the cameras of like when there was classes on here, and it was like, it's so weird watching like it's still going on while we're not even in the country.
Of like, you create something that we also don't have to be involved with, even just for a couple of days.
And you came back, everything, we're still here. Members are still here. It's
everything fine.
Yeah. And I think it's good that you both know that that'll get easier with time. More that you do it, more that you just take that step away. And credit to you both for all the hard work you put in so far.
Yeah, it's been really cool to watch it evolve, like from the moments where you documented it, like kind of taking place, and all the mats going down and the construction of this. Like even that got people invested.
Yeah,
do you know what I mean? Even that gets the kind of wider community aware of what's going on. It's here, and it's probably quite apparent that you understand social media a little bit as well. I think you understand what gets the engagement, what gets people on board.
Definitely. I think when I'd love to watch someone do that, if you know what I mean. So like if I were watching someone, I'd love to watch them build their business from like bottom to wherever. So me doing that,
you're just creating the content that you want to watch.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah.
I think it's also having like a little digital diary for yourself of like, hopefully we'll look back on this in 5 years' time and we've got a bigger gym and everything that we want, and we'll have that to look back on ourselves, which is really cool.
Where it all started, and have that reminiscing moment.
If I've got one big motivator for you to keep doing what you're doing on socials, I told my little boy Ted, he's just turned 5, so I'm going to go to Joe and Katy's gym today, and Ted's been down. Joe's briefly met him. He's like, "Can I come again?" And I'm like, "Why? What do you want to come down for?" He's like, "I want to go on the rings again." And I'm like, "What a cool thing!" And he's like, "What's Joe doing?" Like, if ever I'm like sat chilling out on the sofa and he comes in the room, he's like, "What are you watching?" I'm like, "Oh, I was just literally scrolling through Instagram, kid, just whilst you're out at room." He's like, "What's Joe doing?"
You've got a thing with kids, haven't you? Like,
it's really cool.
No, like you always like it's
all coming out. We'll clip that off the podcast anyway. That'll be going straight on social media.
No, but like Roro, Roman's son, who's got the dog, like he's always obsessed with you, and he's always wanting to come in. He stands at the gate and he goes, "Joe, can I come round?" He's like, "Yeah, come on."
I think it's cool, especially for a young lads in particular, to watch a jack dude on a bar flinging himself around on some rings, lifting a big weight. Like, it's cool to see it. And you go like, that guy stood right there, and I can see he's a real person looking some things around. And so we do love it when like. We have a few like parents whose kids come and they're all good as gold to fair, and they all sit and just watch. But then I always think when they get to like the age where they can start training, like I'm sure if like your parents or my parents did CrossFit, we would have got into it much sooner. And I think if those kids are watching it, like they'll get into it sooner.
Yeah.
I was going to say, what is the rules around kids are allowed to come and sit, I guess, in a bit of a safe space and just chill and watch?
It's been over summer, it's been like better, hasn't it? Because we have the shutter open, they just kind of like sit on a chair in the sun, like just like most of them are quite chilled.
Yeah.
We did want to have up there the stairs, and we've got a banister and stuff up there so that in winter they've got a space to go.
Okay.
But the staircase is causing me a few headaches. So yeah, it's kind of like everyone who brings the kids, all parents know that they're like responsible, and if your kid's doing something, then you need to come away from training. It's not the coach's job, because the coach, Joe, or if it's Hannah, they're here to coach the class, not look after your kids. So, but we are very willing for people to know that the kids are allowed to come as long as they behaved.
Nice.
It's just like not having that barrier in it.
Yeah.
Because a lot of gyms put that barrier of,
Yeah.
you can't bring your kids, but I know, we haven't got kids yet, but like if that barrier's there, then you won't go. And I don't want anyone to not feel like they can't come.
Because parents is a big audience now, isn't it? You know, it's in summer holidays are tricky because you know everyone's got kids to manage.
And like I said, just kids actually seeing it and watching it and hopefully getting into it when they're at the age to do it is really cool.
Like, I only play football because I watched my dad playing five-a-side. You go down as a kid, you watch him, you want to give it a go. And I think the gym industry is only going to get bigger and bigger and bigger.
Yeah,
and I think I do wonder if there'll be like specific like gyms for kids eventually. Same way you've got like a gymnastics
some do
class.
Like kids ones. Kids.
Yeah.
I know there's classes, but like, will you ever get like a kids gym? Like, you know, the same way you get like I coach a gymnastics coach, and it's all for just kids up to the age of like 12. You know, it's not for adults.
I remember it was taboo, weren't it? I remember when I first started training, I was quite young, and everyone was like, it's going to stunt your growth.
Yeah,
you're going to be tiny.
Yeah. My dad used to say that all the time because I had a home gym.
Yeah.
And it's basically a complete myth now. In fact, it actually does the opposite. It puts pressure on the growth plates and makes you grow more.
Yeah.
So I always say to my dad, that's why I'm like over 6 foot now. I ignored your advice and I kept on lifting.
I remember we had an home gym, and I used to just go in and just do curls, and I used to love it. Even like from such a young age as well. For like hockey. Like, I was doing like mad miles on a treadmill like before school and stuff.
Yeah. I feel like we had very similar backgrounds there, because I had a treadmill at home and I would just do like 2 hours sometimes on a treadmill and not even think about it. But when you're that age,
we like some motivational music on.
Did you?
I'm gonna smash it,
David Goggins weren't around then, was he?
No, it was. You'll have definitely heard it. He goes, when you want to breathe as much as you want to spin, he's like
Eric Thomas.
dunks him in water, doesn't he? And then
what's he called?
I'll meet you at the
Eric
beach.
Thomas.
Or something.
I do know that guy. What's he called?
Eric Thomas.
Eric Thomas, that's it. Yeah.
That
He
on
was good.
repeat, just on a treadmill.
Yeah.
Men stuff, you don't get it.
No, I don't get that.
Guys, you've been amazingly generous for your time so far. Have you got any closing questions, Ryan, for Joe and Katy?
I've asked everything so far. Let me just double check. I guess
Cool.
the only other thing was just a reflective one. If there's one thing you could go back and tell yourselves, knowing what you know now, where you are now, just before you open that gym, what would you say?
Just be prepared. Be prepared to fail. Be prepared for things to go wrong. It's not all going to go to plan, and you've just got to keep moving forward, really.
I think mine would be to not be naive about how much admin there'd be to do.
Okay, prep yourself more.
Yeah.
Okay.
Busier than
Yeah.
you thought.
Yeah, you're not going to have a second.
Yeah, I think a lot of that is we didn't expect it to be as busy as early, did we? Really, like on us, like forecasts and stuff. The numbers weren't where they are now. They were a lot lower, weren't they? And I think I'm not speaking for you, but you thought like working full time and doing this.
I thought it'd be
It'll
be sound, I'll be fine.
But we're a lot busier than we probably thought we would be, which is brilliant. But with that comes a lot more work, doesn't it? So.
Yeah, but I think it's when you're trying to create, like, if we were creating just like a bog standard gym and like we didn't want to do all the extra stuff that we wanted to do, I wouldn't have as much on my plate, but we want to create something that like people really enjoy and people want to come to, and putting different events on and like getting people together in different ways that isn't always just training. Like there's like you're gonna laugh at me saying this, but there's quite a lot of girls here who all read, and we've like created like a little bit of a book club, and we're going to do like a book club coffee morning.
I absolutely love that. That's mega.
I'm hoping that like other people might see that and be like, oh, I like to read, and I maybe want to get into the gym, but I don't know anyone. This is a good way for me to meet people in more of like a social setting, not going out getting drunk, like going for a coffee in the morning, getting to know people, and then they might just be like, oh well, I know that person now, like I'll come to the gym like when they're going. yeah, so just like getting people involved in different ways.
Like a sober social kind of thing.
Yeah.
I think boozing's dying. Like I think when we went out last week
Yeah.
for one of members leaving do, and it, like I'm saying it like I'm super old, but when I used to go out, like it was so busy, and we went somewhere and we were like only people there, weren't we? Like not me, I feel anyway. More
The
people
nightlife
don't
is dying. I know people who still work in that industry, and it's on its arse, especially nightclubs. People go to like bars now and like brunches and day things, but yeah, there's a massive movement. I mean, I haven't drunk for like 8 months now since New Year's. I don't miss it.
No.
I really don't.
Yeah, I don't drink. And
You drink once a year, don't you? Christmas do, and then I have to put him to bed.
once and do it proper.
That's me, yeah. That was my always biggest issue. I never used to drink, and then when I did, I went for it.
Yeah.
Drinking like I was drinking every weekend.
Yeah, that's what I do.
And then I'm just bladdered. Bad for like a month afterwards.
Yeah.
Not worth it.
No, it's not. No. Like, I remember when we were younger and you're getting in at like 4, 5 in the morning. God, that's the time I get up. It's crazy.
Fair. To bring it home then, guys, there's a question I like to do called the 3 words question, but I just modified it a little bit for you guys. So it relates to, I suppose, Infinity Fit Club. If you could describe it to someone who's never heard of it before in 3 words, and you're welcome to either share these 3 words or have your own separate 3 words, but how would you describe Infinity Fit Club as an experience in 3 words?
I'd definitely say fun. Fun, life changing. That's 3.
Nice.
I'll go with that.
Life-changing fun.
Yeah, like that, yeah.
There was 3 words I really liked on your Instagram. It was healthy, happy, humble.
Yeah, to be fair,
I really like that.
So before we opened, we were sat in the living room, weren't we, with the whiteboard, and I was just like brainstorming things. I was like, I want to have like clear guidelines that we work towards, and we set like some like values and principles, didn't we? Which we have pushed a little bit on our socials, but we haven't really touched on that much, more because we just haven't really had the time, and we should do it more. But yeah, like from that, I was like, I want a catchy slogan, and we kind of put all of them together and came up with healthy, happy, humble. But again, we haven't pushed it as much as we probably should.
I'd say those 3 words though do really come across.
Yeah,
like when I
that's
read
good.
them, I was like, it is what I'm seeing on social media. It's what comes across. So whether you've intentionally done that or not,
It still comes
the
across.
values are
That's good.
definitely there for sure.
Yeah.
That's good.
Love it.
Yeah.
Where can guys find you online? If someone wants to check you guys out on social media, if they want to even potentially sign up, where would they go?
So Infinity Fit Club on Instagram and Facebook, and then from there we've got all the links, and we can send the links over for.
Yeah, so if people want to come, we do offer a 3-day free trial. So that gives people a chance to try out any 3 classes within 7 days, to see if we're the fit for them, because we don't want people to be like, oh, I want to try it out, but then I'm committed for a month. Like, we don't want to do that. We actually want you to enjoy it. So people can message us about that. We can get a bit of information, send them a link, they can sign up. We're on Google as well. We've got a number on there, so people can either message us on Instagram, Facebook, or WhatsApp us on Google, or give us a ring.
Awesome. Guys, thank you so much for your time today. It's been
Appreciate
amazing.
it.
Thank you.
Thank you, mate. Awesome. Appreciate it.
Thank you, man.
Thanks for having us. Right, enjoyed it.
Katy from there.
Guys, thank you for joining us on the Podcast. We'll see you in the next one.
See you soon.